Hello, my name is Jeanette, and I am currently a student in the Principal Leadership Institute program. When I first started this program, I came in with a very different lens of what social justice means. I believed that social justice meant to act on something that you believe in, to break down barriers, to face people and address situations. Looking back at the beginning of the program to where I am today, I have grown and developed. I will continue to do so, and I always will. This is more than just breaking down barriers. I learned that alone we are unable to bring equality to a system of inequalities that are imposed upon us. Everything is learned through a process, and in this process, we must be collaborative and collective with those who aspire to the same goals that we aspire to. The Principal Leadership Institute program opened up some old wounds that I had carried within. Wounds of exclusion, marginalization, oppression. Through this program, I was able to ask myself, what is my purpose in the field of education? And I asked myself why I was so motivated in ending the different equalities for all of the deaf and hard of hearing students. And I knew the answer to those questions on a superficial level, but I never expected that this journey of self-discovery would become so personal for me. In one of my classes, we read a book called The Miner's Canary. And this book really resonated with me at a variety of different levels. I realized that social justice leadership in education means that we must stop being the canaries. The metaphor of the miner's canary in education represents the challenges that we face in today's society. Challenges that have become even more difficult since the beginning of the Trump administration. And when we think about how this metaphor applies and affects us and will affect the future generations to come, the stresses, the fears that we live with in today's society will not diminish anytime soon. And we as social justice educators must ensure that our students have the tools and the resources to express themselves, to let their voices be heard. We must instill within them a democratic voice so that they too will not become victims of the miner's canary. The cycle must end. We must resist inappropriate power and transform our system to what true democracy means. And as we ask ourselves what that does mean, what does democracy mean to me, and what does democracy mean to you, what does democracy look like, there are a variety of questions that must be asked, and we must do more than scratch the surface. We have to really dig deep within ourselves and understand that this is a learning process and that we must learn collaboratively and collectively.